Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who wanted a general reading. And they really especially wanted to cover their career, and also they want to know what's going on with children, perhaps having children or maybe the children that they have. We'll have to see what the cards have to say about that. So I'm really excited to do this reading for you, especially because I've done readings for other people in your family. And I think it's really cool that you guys are really into my readings and that the readings have resonated with you all so far. And I just want to lift you up today and help bring some more hope and more light into your life. I'm feeling so much light today. It's actually a really beautiful day where I live. The sun's out and I've been outside and I've been spending time with my bird. And finally getting to relax after a busy work schedule I've had lately. So this is actually a perfect time to hit me up for a reading if anyone else out there is interested. You can find more information in the description below. So let's go ahead and do this. There's some really beautiful energy coming out for you. A lot of abundance surrounding you right now. But you mentioned that you've had a very difficult year. And I do feel some of that energy, but I do feel like it's on its way out. This is your current energy, and so here we go. Look, it's like a struggle. This is the 10 of Wands, and I'm going to start this reading by actually reading you this from the book because it says it a lot better than I can. It says, "This card shows that one is carrying a heavy workload but has pride in accomplishment. The indication is one of a micromanager, someone who prefers to do all the work because others are not trusted to get things right. There are aspects of the work that could be delegated, but one is reluctant to do so. If the load becomes too oppressive, the work can still be shared, but one needs to accept that it may not be up to one's exceptionally high standards, and perhaps may even reflect something of the personalities of those who help." So basically it's saying that you've been having to carry a workload. Perhaps you're, it's like a vibe of like a single mom, but I don't know if you're a single mom. I feel more like an energy of at your work, like it's a very hard job and there's a lot of responsibility on you and like you're not getting paid enough for like what you do type of energy. And gosh, haven't a lot of us been there before? I used to be in a job that used to work me like a slave. I was literally just talking about it to my partner, actually. This job I used to work, it worked me like I was a slave. And even though I was good at it and I loved it, eventually I broke down. It was just too much for me. And I feel like that's where you're at. You're breaking down because it's just, you have this stress and this workload around you. But despite that, there are these beautiful messages coming out saying that you're safe. This symbol is so powerful. It's Stonehenge with like this little tiny baby deer. It's saying like there's greater forces at work in your life than you can even understand. And you are going to have a bright future. They're just like, chill out. Things are going to turn out. You might not understand why you've had to go through this stress and pain, but it will make sense in retrospect. I look back and see that there were certain aspects of that job that are actually helping me with this business. I learned a lot about customer service, and so now it's a lot easier for me to answer all these emails and to keep things organized. I used to have clients at this other job, so having clients here and in my fashion business is easy for me because this other job helped me learn that and how to manage that. And so there might be some little things that you're learning right now that are going to help you later along the line, but yes, we can't deny that this is just this burden here. They're saying what you need most of all right now is laughter and play and sunshine. Like, you need to make an effort to get out in nature, and on your days off, even if you're super tired, just go to the park or get outside and get some fresh air and take really good care of yourself right now because it's just been so hard. Oh my gosh. I hope that you're drinking lots of water too. So the energy coming into your life, well, it's been overwhelming lately, to say the least. So they're saying you need to honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. You're very hesitant right now to move forward. And, you know, something came to me earlier today. I was thinking something that worked for me in the past was like turning to my self-care. when I didn't know what to do. So when you're overwhelmed with life and you don't know what the next step is, just start by taking really good care of yourself. That's how you can start. If you can't even take the next step forward, if you're overwhelmed, if you're not happy with what you're seeing in your life right now, like if you're not happy with your job or how you're making money, if you'd like to go to the next level, if you're desiring more balance and more peace in your life, just start with your self-care. Start by making sure you're getting enough time on your own to think and relax and to process things, and time in stillness. Make sure, you're getting out into nature. You're getting sunshine. Nature really is the great healer. It's important. It helps us balance. Make sure you're spending time around people that are positive, that lift you up, that believe in you, and that you can share things with genuinely. And people that you trust and respect. Make sure that you're putting on lotion and that you're exfoliating and, doing any of the self-care appointments you've been putting off. These are all things that are really important right now for you because you're hesitant to move forward, and they're saying you don't need to take a huge step forward right now. I'm not seeing the leap of faith card for you, but maybe you can just start by taking extra good care of yourself, and then that's going to help you heal and nurture and feel more confident to maybe try something. It's going to create a positive energy around you. So the energy that is leaving your life, okay, I just feel like there's been a lot of people in and out of your life in the past. You've had people that you've become really close with, but for one reason or another, you had to part ways, or there was some type of falling out or something like that with a couple people. And so I'm seeing that it was really hard for you to process that. One of the hardest things for you in life so far has been learning how to let go of people, and I completely understand that. And they're saying that you've actually learned through all of this how to release judgments about people, and you've really gotten to this place where you're not as judgmental anymore over people, and you understand everyone's got their own pain, their own trials, their own lessons to learn. But they're saying what you need right now is compassion for yourself. You've been through a lot, and they want you to kind of nurture yourself and have compassion for yourself, and that's where taking really good care of yourself comes in. So we're going to switch gears here and talk about your career and your business. So what's going on with this? Okay, no wonder taking care of yourself is coming out, because they're saying there's a huge block right now with you moving forward in this area of your life, because first, in order to generate, more abundance and to step in alignment with your authenticity, you have to get comfortable in your own skin. And this is really tied to your feelings of worthiness. If you don't feel worthy to have a nice job and to live the life of your dreams or to achieve your goals or to become who you are, it's going to be really hard for you to be fulfilled in this area of your life. This is a very natural process. It's like an unfolding, kind of like a little rosebud turning into, a beautiful rose. It's you need to open yourself up now, and beauty comes from the inside out. So start with meditations and affirmations that are aimed at self-worth and self-esteem, and even if they're super cheesy, just do them. That's something that was a blockage for me. I was just wow, I felt I was judging it, too much. I was wow, this is kind of sad and pathetic that I'm sitting here doing this self-esteem meditation. But you know what? Everybody needs to do this, because our society these days is so harsh and so critical and judgmental, and sometimes you just develop these beliefs about yourself because society kind of rubs off on you, and people that were very insecure themselves, their opinions of themselves, they might have projected it onto you, and it could have caused you to have low self-esteem. So this is just part of the healing process. It's part of stepping into your greatness. Anyone who's out there who's achieving your goals, stepping into their greatness, they had to do this whole unleash your inner goddess thing. And so you need to continue forward with this train of thought here with releasing judgments about yourself and others. and really just bring it back to yourself here and get in touch with your inner truth. And taking good care of yourself, it's where it starts. Really, really good care of yourself, the inside and out. You're saying, unleash your inner goddess. So, I'm really into what the guidebook has to say about this. It says, allow your inner feminine wisdom and dynamic beauty to rise to the surface. Cherish its power and meaningfulness. No matter whether your physical body is male or female, you have an inner femininity that nurtures you and guides you with its intuitive principles. Now is the time to become aware of, take excellent care of, and celebrate your magnificence. This can also mean balance your inner male energy with more female energy. It can mean enjoy being feminine, dance, be receptive. In relationships, allow your softer side to come forward. And don't hide your femininity. Maybe dress in a more feminine way or incorporate more feminine colors into your self-expression. We're not talking about gender here, we're talking about like energies, because all of life, like, we have masculine and feminine energies at work here. So let's move on. I feel like that's such a fun message. I love pulling this card. It was so funny. The other day I was getting dressed up to go out with some girlfriends, and I just wanted to pull a card. I don't know, just if there's any warnings or any messages and anything I needed to know before I left the house. And I pulled this card, and I was like, they were just like, get out there and unleash your inner goddess. And it felt nice. I had a really good night all dolled up and hanging out. So maybe that's what you need to do, is kind of get out more and doll yourself up. But once again, beauty comes from the inside out. Maybe it's more of an inner thing you need to work on here. So let's move on here. What's the next step? We kind of already talked about unleashing your inner goddess, but they want you to be bold, and they want you to get back in touch with your inner joy and like what you have fun with. Because I feel like you're still trying to figure out like what you want to do with your career. You have a way you're providing for yourself, but it's really stressful, and like you'd like to move into another line of work. And so it's going to start first of all with taking good care of yourself and like your inner goddess, and like finding your worthiness and self-esteem, because you can't move forward without that. I mean, you can't even if you can't find the self-esteem to even come up with ideas and to feel worthy of that, it's going to be hard to move forward. So you got to work on that a little bit. But then next, your homework basically now is to have fun. Get out there in life and like don't even think so hard about your career. Just start having fun more, because look, the squirrel's also a symbol of fun. They're like, drop this and go over here. Take this path instead. There's like another path over here for you, and it's not so hard, and there's more like, it looks a lot more abundant. This doesn't look like it's a path to light here as well. Like, there's no such thing as taking the wrong path, but like I also see like there's this other path for you that's more fun. And so you need to think back to childhood and think back to things that like gave you joy and like what you would naturally gravitate towards. And even if for some reason your childhood was traumatic and you weren't really allowed to express yourself fully in the ways you'd like when you were a kid, maybe there were some things you dreamed of doing. If you remember that, or things you always were like jealous that other kids got to do that you never did, maybe you can go back and kind of free yourself and like kind of get back in touch with that. I'm actually making a lot of abundance right now off of my artwork, and I started just by like doodling and messing around, like drawing these cards and like painting a little bit, and now I'm selling my work in galleries, and it's incredible, this journey I've been on. So what you have to think about here is what's fun, and like don't start off thinking like what you do has to be perfect and has to like be the best, and what if people don't like it, and don't think like that. Just start thinking what's fun, like how do you want to express yourself, and then you can find a way to turn that into a job. Like there's just so many ways these days with the internet and this ability to connect with all these different people and to market your product or your service. But this needs to be like an organic thing, and so they want you to be bold. They want you to try new things. They want you to think about what you like. They're basically just like, you have permission to like all of a sudden express yourself and have fun and try to be a kid again and like let your inner child out and try new things. Like maybe you just never got that opportunity in your life, and you're the one who creates your reality. You're the one who just, you have to get out of your own way and just give yourself permission to do this and to like have this growth. You know what I'm saying? So next we have the children. What's going on with children in your life? And they're saying, okay, if you are with someone and you're wondering like when are you going to have children or have more children, they're saying there's been a struggle with romance, and that's kind of what needs to be healed in the relationship in order for you to be able to have these children, is to kind of bring the romance back. And but I also feel like maybe there's not someone in your life, because I'm kind of on the fence with this. It's hard. Like, this says there's someone coming into your life, and so either you're with someone and there's distance, or there's someone coming into your life really soon, because this Knight of Chalices is talking about someone who's like coming in. And so I do see there's been obviously a lot of struggle when it comes to your romance in that area of your life, and they're saying you need purification. And so this card reads, this message comes as a help and not as an affront or a criticism. Your vessel has become clogged, so your vessel's your body, has become clogged by overuse of harsh chemicals, and the offending source is within your psyche. You've been ignoring your body's many signals and screams for relief from the steady ingestion of impurities. Perhaps you've also noticed a slump in your energy level, and your degree of joy has lagged as well. Never mind these past effects, though, as the solution is at hand right now. Now that you've heard this message, do not hesitate for even a moment to make new arrangements. You'll want to keep a sharp focus on the contents of your mind and your speech as well, for the words that you think and speak are the very diet that supports or thwarts you. Choose purity, and I promise you a changed outlook for the better. So we've talked about this a little bit already with affirmations, but they're like, you need to eat healthy, lots of fruits and vegetables, lots of water, rest. You know, it's like you have been neglecting yourself because of this stressful job. And that's where I was at in my job. It was so crazy. I gained like 50 pounds. I'm not even kidding you. I lost all of it eventually. But I gained all this weight, and like I wasn't eating healthy, and it's like I turned to food like to cope from all the stress of the job. And maybe that's something that's happened to you, and it's okay. They're just trying to tell you, like, maybe this is the reason why this year feels so difficult. Maybe it's been difficult, but maybe it feels a lot more extreme because you need to take care of yourself and like chill out your body and your vessel. And so this is very personal to you. Like, you know what it means for your body to eat healthier, and you know what it means to purify yourself, and like what type of healing is calling to you is what you should follow. And that's actually going to help you with children. And it's important to have a healthy body and a healthy vessel. It's going to help you attract this romance into your life, but it's also going to help when you have the child. And so they're more like, this is a message about your body being ready to have a kid. And yes, you will have children, if you're wondering yes or no. Now, next we have the next steps for your children. And they're saying, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So I feel like this is just a yes. Yeah, a yes that you will have children. So what do you need to let go of? The last couple cards are kind of just general. What do you need to let go of? What should you open to receive? And what's your overall advice? Now, I'm really excited to show you the next one, but this is saying you need to let go of the stress. Look at this, came out twice for you. Do you see this? These decks are like, they pair well, like so well together. Like, it's easy for me to get clear messages, and they're saying you need to drop the burden and you need to have fun. Why don't you look up the squirrel animal totem? Google squirrel animal totem or squirrel spirit animal. That's like your spirit animal right now. That's going to have a lot of symbolism for you in your life. But you need to have fun. And they're saying start delegating. How are you going to have fun? I'm going to title your reading that. You need to have fun. So yeah, that's pretty much what you need to let go of. You need to let go of the stress. You need to have more fun. So what should you be open to receive? Check this out. I got the true love card. So they're saying the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So this is happening. They're saying they know that there's been some injustice in your love life. Either the romance is lagged or you're waiting for Mr. Right or whatever to come along, or Mrs. Right. I don't make assumptions here, but I do feel more of a masculine energy coming in for you. So, I'm seeing that this is just really interesting. You're having this true love come in, and it's so beautiful. And, the message for this one is so beautiful. I've been, like, reacquainting myself with this book. It's so pretty. This says, romance is not an outdated concept. Far from it. Romance is the time-honored precept of merging with the divine as it's manifest within another human being. Romance is also playfulness, which heralds springtime, flowers, and new life. You don't need to be in a partnership to evoke romance, however. You can manifest it for yourself through laughter, surrounding yourself with beauty, and indulging in luxurious treats. Romance is the life force of the universe, and it is a worthwhile goal indeed. So, yeah, it says your soulmate relationship has arrived or is soon arriving. So, that's really exciting. What's your overall advice? I think they're saying, like, if you want to really manifest this here, like this new job and like this, you know, new career and everything, you need to reach out, you need to extend yourself, and you need to have fun. I'm going to leave you with that message. You need to have fun. So, peace out.